Welcome back to the Pursuit of Accuracy, and welcome back to part 3 of our Mile to Wild CZ 457 series. So what we're going to do today is we are going to be working with the KRG Bravo. So probably a lot of you already know this isn't my most favorite stock just because it is so lightweight. And if I'm going to add a chassis to something, I'd rather it be a lot heavier and go ahead and add the weight out of the get-go, but it does have some nice attributes to it. So what we're going to do today is we're going to skip the 50-yard baseline. We're going to take the bone stock rifle. We were going to shoot some Ely match, and we were going to shoot at 100 yards. Now I know that Ely match was not the best performer at 50, but I've seen this quite a bit, and something like Ely match or the more expensive ammo is going to do better at longer distances. And we're not really looking for the best ammo, we're looking for something to compare with, and I have the most of that lot Ely match, so we're going to be able to test with that throughout the whole series to see if we're gaining anything. And then when we get our aftermarket barrels on there, we can go back to playing with ammo again if we need to. To start things off, we'll maybe shoot 5 or 10 rounds. We will shoot them at 50 just to warm up the barrel. You'll see that through the scope cam. We'll go to 100. We will shoot 2 5-shot groups at 100. We will then switch over to the KRG Bravo, and then we'll shoot 2 more at 100, and we'll compare those, see what we get. So after we are done testing today with the KRG, the next chassis that we are going to test is going to be the Element 4.0, and that's a magnesium chassis. It is a little bit nicer. It's still lightweight, but it has some options that I think the KRG doesn't, or some things it does a little bit better. And then we'll eventually move up to the MDT ACC. Now, once we get all the testing done and we have something that we're happy with, that's when we will start the long range portion of this. And we are going to shoot this out to 500 yards. So again, quick thank you to the guys that help us out on the channel before we get into shooting. That's the Athlon Aries we have on here, was provided by Athlon. Those guys are awesome. This optic is awesome. So if you're in the market for something around the $1,000 price point, the Athlon Aries is pretty freaking hard to beat. And I think what you've seen through here kind of proves that, although, like I said, you're seeing 50% of kind of what the quality is of the scope. And also, our friends over at Timney Triggers, they have the best trigger for CZ 457s on the market, and I have one on absolutely every 457 I own. Anyway, enough jabbing, let's get to shooting. All right, I'm gonna do our Valor shots here at 50. We're just gonna pick something that's not shot up. We'll go to this first one here. Actually, let's go to this top one. And we're just gonna shoot 10 fouling shots. All right, so we are about 4/10 left and about 2/10 low. So I'll go ahead and make those adjustments now. For our next 5 foulers, and see if we get closer to this bull. All right, go another 2/10 right. There we go. Bullseye. A little high. A little bit high. Yeah, that's it. So we're going to come down 1/10, and we're not that far off from our 0 now that it's warmed up. Okay, so it looks like it's pretty well warmed up to me now. We're going to go to our 100-yard target board down there. Get this guy parallaxed in. All right, so 100 yards. Not too concerned about where they're going to go. We're going to shoot at the top right of this open card here, and hopefully we don't go. Actually, we'll start here in case we move left. Wind is right to left, then we'll be on the kind of freed up card. But shooting for groups here. And we're going to shoot 2 5-shot groups. Well, that's some freaking luck there. And that one moved out. All right, first 5, not really that hot, but it's probably an inch, a little over an inch. But that's not really that bad, considering got a little wind. You can tell it wants to shoot. There's 2 in the same hole there. Oh, I don't know what happened with that guy. That opened it up. All right, so probably a little over an inch again. Let me switch these around. All right, we've got everything switched over now, so now we're gonna try and put 2 5-shot groups down there at 100. We're gonna move up from where we just shot, and we'll start at the top and go down. Let's see what we can do. Not too bad. All right, drop that one low. Probably about the same. It appears to be still one in the group. But I've got one more group here with it. Let's see what it can do at 100. It's looking better. And carried one out again. So looking at the groups here on paper, they're probably going to average out to be the same, so I don't think the stock is affecting much in the way of accuracy. All right, so I'm not sure, and I haven't seen the groups yet. You guys will have already seen them, but I'm not sure that this adds any real accuracy. Yes, it does make it easier to shoot, but it is also very lightweight, and I'm not a huge fan of that, especially for what we were trying to do here. While it is a worthwhile upgrade, I think, over the factory, because this KRG Bravo actually has like a mini chassis inside of it that you're actually bolting the rifle to. If you take a look here on the Pro Varmint, there's no pillars, there's no nothing. You just have a laminate stock, and that wood does compress, and they're just not as consistent as something like metal on metal will be. So great budget option, very lightweight, very versatile. You can use it for a lot of things, but for a PRS or ELR build specifically, this is not gonna be real great. All right, so lastly, don't get caught up on the groups that we're shooting with this. We're just shooting this for comparison because we're kind of baselining what this ammo will do. And I think today showcased that to go from the factory stock to this KRG Bravo did not give us a ton of accuracy increase. So please don't get caught up on the groups. That's just a means to compare. We kind of already proved what the rifle can do in its stock configuration, which was shoot 0.3 to 0.5. So it is a better than MOA gun. We already know that. But now we need something that we can compare across the whole series, and that will be the Ely Match. So I appreciate all the support you guys have given me through the website, through my Patreon, through my PayPal donation stuff. If you're not a Patreon member, we do a monthly giveaway on there. It's usually CZ stuff, but not always. So there is some love for you other guys in there that own different rifles. That's it for me today, guys. We'll catch you on the next one.